Okay.
They are bare mixed stories. But at least you can talk to somebody who is really present,
yeah,
and who has that memory and everything concerning that day or that match or that time.
yeah.
Somebody cannot hear a story, and because he wants to make people to laugh, say, we are talking about Mbela today. I know Mbela very well because Mbela slept in my house.
Okay.
At any time, Mbela was a brother to me. No matter, there is no family that do not have somebody who is one way or the other. So some people consider Mbela like a madman, but I consider Mbela a human being. And he was very normal because, as Mr. Hamza said clearly, Mbela didn't go to school. But Mbela knew how to read the map of Cameroon very well, more than even some people who went to school. So Mbela was geographically sound, a scientist there. So for me, I don't see people must not go to school before they know one or two things. Because when I started playing with prisons, Mbela was just too close to me. Some people thought, they say, your medicine. They called him that your medicine is coming. Sometimes when prisons is going for a match, Mbela enter a field, people will start beating him. Oh, prisons don't bring just man. If I go to intervene, because I never liked people beating him.
Yeah.
If I went to intervene, people will say, my brother, this, yes, he's my brother. And up till today, if I had money to do a lot for the burial of Mbela, I could have done better. But prison players who are around town, prison players who are abroad, prison players who are everywhere, they know that Mbela helped them to be projected. And Mbela made people to come to the field when prisons is going in a town like Kumba,
yeah,
Limbe, Mamfe, because we went with him in Mamfe, Douala, everywhere. So for me, sitting in the studio, I consider Mbela was not a madman. Mbela was the most popular athlete that we cannot even have today. We cannot have anybody who will animate the sporting public like Mbela in Cameroon today. When we would only talk about Ngando Piqué. When we talk about Ngando Piqué, the next man is Mbela Kake. So for me, I shall come back.
Okay, at this time, dear viewers, I won't waste time to take some of the viewers who want to participate. At this time, we have a viewer. Hello.
Yes, sir, Mr. Journalist. Let me extend my gratitude to you for taking time off to talk about this gentleman we are mourning today. In making my point.
Yes, but the viewers who want to know who is online. And
oh, sorry, this is Senator Mbela Mukichas, an uncle to the late Mbela we are talking about.
Yes, please. You have all the time.
I want to thank the panelists who have spoken so well, beautifully, and it became at one time so emotional, especially when I listen to the various interventions. And Mr. Wose, you called it, that's not Wose. I knew Wose when Wose was Wose. When I see him every day, I ask myself, is this what life is? Wose was a footballer of an exceptional class. And Mbela, who loved football, fell in love with Wose, not because of any other thing, because Wose was, in fact, that Wose, you see, that's not Wose. Wose was a midfielder, a player who turned the ball and attracted the admiration of even those who did not like the game of football.
Yeah.
So that's how Mbela fell in love with him. Mbela suffered in his life. He faced the hard facts of life. He was my elder sister's son. I grew up with him on the same bed, the same room. I want to pay homage to my late father. who accepted to build him up to become a man. But his contribution to this country, a country where many no longer understand what patriotism is. We talk about patriotism, but we cannot exhibit it. Mbela was a patriot. Mbela loved his country. He loved Cameroonians and he loved the world. He will name international players. You will never know where they were, which teams they played, which country they came from. But we'll give you details of those players. And all his dresses, I can tell you, he refused to wear any other thing except dresses. Mbela, sometimes they will call you to come and pick him up along Tiko Douala Road. They saw him helpless. You want to drive beyond the toll gate today that we have, you find Mbela exhausted. And that was Mbela. Thank you very much for highlighting
Senator Charles Belamoki.
Yes, sir.
Yes, but we remember at one time you were the president of FECAFOOT Southwest and one of the vice president of the National Bureau of FECAFOOT. And at that time, Mbela was so vibrant. We can remember when he comes around your house and when he asks for food, you just ask him, go to the kitchen, go to this. He knew the house and at times he slept there. And just give us a memory of how you felt in that home with your children whenever, because we knew that his spirit still is there.
No, as Wose rightly said, Mbela spent all his life, though Wose said Bokwango, it was in Likoko Membea, in my father's house.
Okay.
We grew up together. There were times he grew up so, if he got angry, we destroyed property, not just property in the home, but of neighbors. My dad paid. He paid a lot of destructions that Mbela caused.
What can you say? Mbela. Okay, yes, go on.
Let me remember Mbela for one thing.
Yeah.
There was a time those who managed FECAFOOT before me declared prisons a general forfeiture. Prisons was called Prison Social Club of Boya.
Okay.
One day Mbela made me permit me use this. Molamoki prisons were in Jeve. Where in Jeve? I said, what is this man saying now? Look at this man. By the time I got around the education office, they said prisons has been declared general forfeiture. So I went to that meeting and proposed to my president. I said, this team is so legendary. We cannot just eliminate it like that. So I propose that instead of Prison Social Club of Boya, let us have Prisons Club Boya. That's how prisons was retained and came into existence. You know, when I told Mbela, you know the first name he called? That young man sitting by your right. Wose. And there was another one who played number 2. He played the right half back position, and some Wose will help us with his name. A very good defender.
He talked on
Gonja. Yes. He had a nickname Mbela used to call.
Okay.
So that was Mbela. Mbela could make a dull situation look bright. So I expected that those who manage the mountain race today and those who are at the helm of football should honor this gentleman. No matter how people describe him, Wose said it, he was not a madman. He brought life, he gave meaning to football. He contributed without a salary, without compensation. He did it on his own. Mbela was not in the mountain race, you know the mountain race was not taking place. If he was not in the field, you know that Shooting Stars versus Prisons Boya, Elexpo versus Victoria United, PWD Kumba. Look, it's too much. Let me not take all of your time, sir.
No, but you have to, because there's a lot. You know, as we're in the quarters, at times you come around, hey, Muki, give me money, Iya Murad Mesema come, and so on. And before you realize, he is we are informed that he's somewhere in the north watching football, and you know, at times you complain, you wake up in the morning, by 5 a.m. you don't see him. What do you have to say about that?
Well, he was so known all over the country. My father told me this child is nowhere to be found. Before you send messages to somebody telling you that Bela came to Yaoundé to watch Canon play, a beggar. So he's in Yaoundé. They will mobilize family members in Yaoundé to search for Bela and take care of him. Sometimes you hear, you come to look for him in Boyatown, you only found out that he was well hosted by somebody like Jose, sitting by her side. Mayebi, Chief Ndeli took him at the time Chief Ndeli was running prisons of Boya, and kept him for some time. May so rest in peace too. But, so that was Mbela. This guy contributed a lot to community and national development. I just pray that we shall all come out to honor his life and his contribution to community.
Okay, Senator Charles Belamuke, I don't know if you have an idea of the program.
Yes, we are expecting that there's going to be wake keeping. Football lovers are planning to have exhibition matches for him.
Okay.
They will have difficulties in obtaining the stadium. We have done that. The national director, the general manager has ordered that the stadium be allowed for Mbela to be celebrated. Okay. We shall go to the mortuary early enough. We are praying with the father to allow him be conveyed through town, because that was Mbela.
Of course.
Mbela was a townsman. So that we bring him even to the grandfather who brought him up, my late father, will bring him to the grave. Okay, good. You know, and pass through the Cocoa up towards town, Boya town, and then now settle in Bonadionga where the father is, before we see how we can move down to the town grave stadium in Boya town.
Okay, we shall be getting back to you because you have a lot to answer tonight.
Thank you, sir. I want to thank all of you who are in the studio there. Thank you so much. We're indebted to all of you.
Okay, thank you so very much for this very important intervention. Dear viewers, it was Senator Charles Belamuke, a one-time FECAFU president for Southwest and one of the vice presidents at the level of the National FECAFUs in Yaoundé, who had just spoken to us. Presently, he is the parliamentarian for the upper house of the parliament, known as the Senate. And so at this time, let's get to Henry Mbongo. He just heard from Senator Charles Belamuke.
Thank you, Mr. Journalist. You know, Henry Mbongo, call me Bandolo in those days when we played football.
The senator just said it.
Yes, when we played football, you know, we had no good pitch to play good football. But we tried our best. No money, but we had to do everything possible to make the population to be happy. Yeah. You know, we have been playing football with Alhaji Hamza, Mr. Wose, Sisi Kumbu, Elvis, Jeep, like our mascot in the Southwest province. The Southwest region, Jeep Akem, we have Issa Payos, we have Nefi, and the rest of them. A lot of them. I don't have much to say about Belamuke, about Bela Kake, but I just want to say life is what is happening now. Bela has gone, but we have to take it like that. Yeah. I don't have much to say. Just okay. To rest in that point.
But the senator just reminded us, because some of us were growing, we heard of Bandolo at that time. You were very young, but now he has just reminded us that we are sitting with somebody that at that time. But now it's I mean, I want to say this platform is privileged. I'm very privileged to sit with you. when is that a particular time that you can never forget in your football career, especially in the time of Mbela, that really pricked your mind?
One time when the Moliko stadium in the
Yes.
in that stadium, you had they started with football like as university days.
Yes.
As he had to play there. Then the first football match was played between President Boya and Heroes Monika.
Yes.
I was the first person to open that net in Moliko Stadium. Yes. They had Mbela Mbappe,
Yes.
he was the goalkeeper in those days. We had Mr. Wose, Mayebi, a lot of them. So that was my best day.
Do you know?
Okay.
Do you know one funny thing in that very particular match? It was like a dream that came true, because the population of Goya could not believe that Heroes of Monika could even score a goal.
Okay.
Because looking at the players, they were very young, very vibrant, and it has always come to the limelight that Monika has always grown up very good grip when it comes to football in this service.
Okay.
That's a fact which has been established.
Yes.
Somebody like Dibakem, that is just called this house, he's from Monika.
Yes.
But it took time for people to know that Dibakem family came from Monika.
Yeah.
They migrated from Pendamboko to Monika.
Yes.
And they had their permanent residence, their resident in Monika. It will surprise you to know that the same Bandolo who is talking today, that people have been, eager to know who that Bandolo is. There was a match, Oritz of, no, not Oritz, it's a team from Loom.
Yes.
Oragan the Loom, thank you very much, against Heroes Monika. Now, Bandolo was a very good striker and has been a very good striker. But because of some little arrogance that Bandolo behaved during the campaign, and he could not attend that campaign, the coach got angry and said, okay, this is the only way he's going to sanction Bandolo. Behold, when they came to the pitch, to the field, everybody was expecting to see Bandolo.
Supposed to camp, he left the camping. He left the camping and slept outside.
That's okay.
Very early in
And maybe what was the reason of sleeping outside? Because we know we know what players do.
On that same day, he was surprising that Mbela was already at the pitch, and he was wanting to see Bandolo. Because when he played with Prison while in Boya, they saw his performance. And one thing about, which is very fascinating about Mbela Kake, when he discovered that you are a good player, he always come. After the match, he must come closer to you.
Okay.
Either he begs you for a boot, or he begs you for your jersey. So he wants to remove his own jersey to exchange with you, just like how international players are doing today.
Okay.
So nobody knew that technique. So when Bandolo came to the field, he was at the reserve bench. The game was like very that's the kind of mystical game which everybody was surprised, because the Heroes prepared very well.
Yes.
But unfortunately, at the first 20 minutes, Heroes is receiving about 3 goals from Oragan Dilu. Come on. Now the population of Monika started revendicating the one Bandolo in the pitch. Bandolo in the pitch. Bandolo was like, he was on form, and he could not feature. 6-0. Then at the 20th minute to the end of the match, surprisingly the coach now said, Bandolo, il faut changer, vous voulez quand même. He behaved as if he did not hear the coach.
Yes.
The coach now turned and said, Bandolo, warm up. Bandolo said, Coach, I know the warm no up. And he took his boot and he just left the pitch. So the coach was like, then the population now were just mad at the coach. That was when that particular coach had to resign. So Bandolo has been a very you know, that kind of a player that everybody want to watch, just like how my brother here has been a very wonderful player. I knew Mola when I was equally very young. You know, in those days, when a player is playing, you see how good that player is on the pitch.
Yes.
You want to bear the name of that player.
That is it.
So in Muyuka, they always call my brother's name, I am this, I am that. So to defeat that purpose, you now need to work very hard to see that at least you conquer that player's name, and then you bear the name that you know that player, that is the player you want to bear that name. You show, you perform.
Okay.
And so Muyuka, like, you know, honestly, the Muyuka team, let me not say we, because in my days I did the same. We had people like Ongambi Roland, who was then the player with the bought him from Muyuka Heroes, Olympic de Muyuka. He was playing with Botafogo,
Okay.
And then later he retired. Even one other Bangi guy, Bate. So he's now in Canada. So you see, football is a unifying factor, and that's why you see the Mbela that we are talking about needs to really be honored.
Yes.
I want to like corroborate with the senator that, you know, when they talk of patriotism, you have your own way to show that patriotic nature of yours, because in every strata of life you have your own gifts.
That is it.
No matter what. And so Mbela Moki, sorry, I beg your pardon. Senator Mbela Moki, I cannot just call him my elder brother.
Okay.
And a very nice person to me. Senator Mbela Moki, we want to use this opportunity. For one, I want to use this opportunity to say my condolences, and we'll do our best to see that at least we give our brother the befitting burial and the last respect that he equally deserves.
Of course, dear viewers, before I start reading some of your messages, I want to just remind us that on the screen you have a number there to either call, or you use a WhatsApp to send a message. But if you love it, you can do some videos and send through WhatsApp, then we'll use it to give your own memory of Mbela. But before that, let me get to the senator said it's not the Wose as we are calling.
Yeah, the senator is correct. You see, when you cannot turn the hand of the clock back. But sometimes you look behind, you ask yourself, am I the Wose people are calling now? I was Wose yesterday, today I'm still in the because Wose has passed. Because Wose was acting the film has come to an end.
Yes.
So the senator is rightly correct. And the senator has been, I will tell you clearly, the senator has been somebody who has taken care in Bela, because there is sometimes he will bring me on the road. He say, how is your man? I've not seen your man for some days. I will say, no, don't worry. Even at 2 o'clock night, that is what is paining me so much, because people do not know. Everybody who is in this world has his own part that God allocated him to play.
Yeah.
Bela has done his own part. What we need now is that sporting loving public to come out to show clearly that they were also satisfied, or the 1 or 2 people, we have something that Bela did good or bad. For me, I believe that you should celebrate people when they are alive, like what the Southwest ex-footballers did to him.
Yes. Dear viewers, we want to say that some people are requesting the images will be coming. We'll just have some technical hitches there. You know, man makes machine, and machine tends to disappoint man. But, you know, there are times, because everybody will meet, will just say, get to Wose, get to Wose. What makes people to always say, if you want to talk about Bela, get to Wose?
No, Wose, first of all, people say when I'm playing inside the field, it's a different Wose.
Yes.
But when I'm outside, it's a different Wose.
Yeah.
I was rough because people do not see when people hurt me in the field. But outside the field, I was calm. You cannot. A madman has people. A dirty man has people. So if you cannot have four sleeping rooms, then you accept somebody to sleep outside. So Bella was part of me. I'm saying it openly. Bella was part of me, because even at the late hours of the day, if I'm going home, I said, Tata, you cannot have a taxi now. Come on, let's go to my house. We go there. I will look a place for him to sleep. So there are two people sitting here: the Wose in football, and the Wose in outside football. Even today, the Wose in football, if it comes to football, because first of all, I hate to see you treat somebody very bad. I hate to see you cheat somebody. I believe if I don't have, I should come and meet you. I say, please, I beg.
Yes.
To beg somebody, you are not a beggar. You are soliciting something for somebody.
Okay.
Yes. For me, like what I hear, people will say, Bella, this, no. No. We should try to see today. Before Bella died, I used to have calls from people were making debate. They say Bella has died. Now that Bella has died, yes, we should come out and give him the last respect. The last respect, we should come out and give him the sporting wear. Bella do not have. For me, I don't see that we should sew Ashwabi. Everybody should go to dress on the sporting attire.
Okay.
We do what we have to do for somebody. That is the only way we can say, Bella, thank you. That is the only way. But you see, we have people that will go in class. Wose do not go with class.
Okay.
Everybody in front of Wose is just as a small child, because all of us came from dust. No matter the car, no matter the house, no matter what we are doing, all of us will go back down there in 6 feet. So let's recognize everybody as equal.
Okay. Before I get to Cisco, let's just get this. He says, tribute to Mbelakake, a tribute to Mbelakake. Some people inspire us not through words or close moments, but simply through who they are and the passion they show. Mbelakake was one of those people in my life. I may not have sat close to him or shared many personal moments, especially because he was older than I was, but I watched him from a distance, and that was enough to leave a lasting impression. The way he supported football was something special. It wasn't just a hobby for him, it was something he truly lived and felt. Even when he wasn't in the best medical condition, his love for the game never faded. He followed his teams with dedication, emotion, and loyalty that stood out to anyone who paid attention. Watching that from afar, I found himself drawn into the same passion without even realizing it. Mbelakake helped me develop a love for football, not through direct teaching, but through example, through consistency, through the quiet power of simply caring deeply about something. Today, whenever I watch a match, I think about that kind of support, that kind of love for the game. His influence remains, even if our connection was from a distance. Rest well, Mbelakake. Your passion didn't go unnoticed. It inspired more than you probably ever knew. It's Monono Hans Mbole, writing from Equatorial Guinea. Okay, thank you. Maybe before I get to the next one, I'm preparing the next. Yes.
Okay. Just to highlight something, my Buya chapter president just mentioned. You see, it's good to celebrate somebody while the person is still living, rather than us doing it when the person is gone. The person is not there. to say no matter what you do, the person is not there. So that's why you see this association, the Southwest Ex-Footballers Association, SWEFA, deem it wise when we heard of the problems. I can call him an icon, our icon, football lover, the number one supporter of Southwest football. When we heard he had this crisis with his legs and it was getting worse, we thought of it. How can we?
Okay, good. Yes, do something. Yeah.
And I would say Mr. Wose has been so inspiring when it comes to. He's passionate when it comes to things concerning Mbela.
Yeah.
He's so passionate, and I want to. That has really put something in me. He is a different person in the pitch, just like he has said, and once he is outside, he's a totally different person.
Yes.
Totally different. He's so compassionate. He's so soft-spoken. But if they tell you this is a person who was doing this in the pitch, you cannot reconcile the two individuals. You cannot reconcile the personalities. So we went ahead and at least bought a wheelchair, gave to Mbela.
Yeah, I think the family showed us that wheelchair, a black wheelchair. Yes,
we did that. So we are calling on. I can say it's late, but let us try. Let the sporting world, the Cameroonians, those who claim they love football, let's not just speak. Let's walk the walk and talk the talk.
Yes.
You understand? So let's come out en masse on this day and see how we can give our man a befitting burial. Just like the senator was saying about the program.
Yes. I
think we had head-to-head talk yesterday with the father.
Okay, good.
And one of the brothers.
Yes.
So there's a program already. I don't know if they are going to fine-tune it or it will still stay as.
No, just tell us. That's it. Yes.
So the plan to the corpse, the removal will be at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, and the plan was once we get the corpse out, we are going to do a parade.
7 o'clock on Saturday, the 20th. Yeah, the 28th. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll parade, just like the senator said. We might change the route.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we already had a route, but now I saw he has mentioned something. We might also try to go there, but
people shouldn't forget Likoko Membia, because whenever he was in Boya, he knew that he had a family in Likoko. When he comes there,
like what the senator, what the president is saying.
Yes.
You see, some people, you cannot stay very far at a program.
Yes.
So we went to this house, to their house, but I'm happy that the senator has given us, let me say, one of the green light for us to take Bela to Bukongo, because we had, with our limited, we had this program that from the mortuary to town to the field. But now I think that since the senator has given us the green light, that comes will leave the hospital straight to Bukongo, to Likoko.
Yes.
At least we have to break a
moment at the
house. Then we come back to Boya town. Then we drive to the stadium.
Okay.
After the sporting activities, then we had for us by 11:30 we hand the corpse back
to the family. Okay.
For burial at 4 o'clock.
Okay. Now, before I come back to you, let's get the law.
I just wanted to make a little proposal to the association and its members, with all due respect for the president and my brother who was there. What if we plead with the family that Mbela, one of the center of activity for Mbela too was the Moliko Omni Sports Studio. Mbela should own this town on that day. We drive him down there, come back to Bukwango and move and settle in Boya town. It's just a little suggestion, if it can be possible.
Senator,
Yes.
it can be very, very possible because first, we are just an association.
Okay.
Secondly, we have all the powers to listen from the family.
Okay.
So if the senator is giving us that right, we use it. It's for the senator to say, I want that this should be like this. We are just an association that is struggling to showcase something. But I would believe if the senator is there and he gives us the right, and the right must be communicated between the two families,
Yes.
then they tell us back. We are there, we have our cars just to transport. If they say they should add the ambulance, driver wants to say, we'll see how we can put some petrol in the car.
Okay.
So our problem is, for me, I say, Senator, everything that you propose is okay. You just have to inform us that is the situation that will match in your life.
Okay, before I read another message, let me get now to Mataga Hamza. At least you've not been speaking for some time. Okay, given what Mbela has been in the arena of football, if you look at it now, or let me say, what message do you have for the populace? Because there are times that if football is dying because we lack to recognize people like this who make football to be animating. So what message do you have to the sporting public?
I think looking at the circumstance as it has happened, we know that we are now celebrating Mbela Kake like we celebrate a star who has equally been a footballer in the pitch. I think, to my humble self, I think I would just want to tell everybody to know that, like we know, it's already established that football is a unifying factor.
Yeah.
You don't need to be in the pitch for you to be known. You can still as well behave like Mbela Kake. We know that it's a fanatic game.
Yeah,
when you get to the pitch, you want to showcase that at least you are a sport lover, you are a football lover. But again, there's one thing which we need to take into cognizance.
Yes.
Mbela hasn't a team. That is a fact. Apart from the team that he already know, which is the Prisons of Boya,
yes,
through his brother, whom he had support for. But apart from that, Mbela hadn't a team. If Mbela is going for his support, he's going for his support as a football lover.
Yes.
So everybody should emulate from this practice, which is a good practice. Because today you see people having the team and the other team is not winning. They start fighting, creating malice, creating some kind of rife and all the like. I think we should understand that it shows to us, show to the public, that whether you are the winner or the loser is a very happy man. And so this is just what we have to do. I think, to the best of my advice that I can give to the populace is that copy good practices when it comes to loving the game, and stop behaving like maybe you want to show that without that particular team winning, then you are not a sport lover or you are not a football lover. I think that's just what I can advise the population. Besides that, I want to say life is a walking shadow. For the poor player has stood and freed his heart upon the stage and then he said no more. Death is a tale told by idiots, full of sound and fury, but signifies nothing. Mbela has gone today. We are all crying. We are praying that Mbela should rest and the Almighty should receive Mbela in his bosom. And we pray for his eternal repose. We equally pray for ourselves that it is a path for everybody. Nobody will stay on this earth forever. But let's at least emulate good practices.
Okay, let me come now to Seseko Elvis. Now we see nowadays, that patriotism for sports in general is losing its taste. Those who are even fans or who are supposed to partake in the groups that motivate the players also look for money. We want to hear from you, because some of if you see football having problems today, is because the fans are there looking for money instead of having the love for football.
Thank you very much. That's a very good one.
Yeah.
If you look at it nowadays, if there's a match, like our young teams now, if there's a match in the pitch, can you for one say the population of that match, the spectators of that match, do you really see the population going in? Do you see?
That is it.
You don't see it. So that love for football now is not there. What is in front of football today is money.
Yeah.
It's money. We are not denying that if you play, you don't make money. If you play, no, you play to make money.
Yeah.
But yesteryears, when people were playing football, it was for the love of football, and you saw how spectators come out to watch. But today, everything that is done is focused on money. What am I going to get from this? If you're not going to gain anything, that's what I say, Campi. So it's we just need to go back to see how we can try to ameliorate on the pitch. That's the players, to see how we can get this game back to the standards that we want.
Yeah.
And with that, you will definitely see that we will come back to how we used to watch football before. So that's how I look at it.
Okay, now we have to come back to the standards that we have to watch football. Before, we want to tell our viewers that maybe the internet has given way, and maybe we shall be seeing Bella in a very short while, and maybe have some reports. Let me get now to Henry Bongo. We really need to talk to the fans, the fan clubs especially, because with my following up of football and sports nowadays, especially at times, even the university games and some other games, if the university don't pay them or whatsoever before they leave their venue to get to the sporting area, it's like it's a problem, which shows that they don't have that love for sport, but they don't look at the money. Let the people also hear from you.
Yeah. You know, thank you, Mr. Journalist. You know, in those days when we were playing football, no money. We were just playing because we had passion. And we had supporters too.
Yeah.
They usually give us some small token. That's not to motivate us. In those days, you know, when like Moyuka Heroes is going to play in Kumba. At times, to go to the poetry center, they'll give us their truck. Yeah. Mix up the players and the supporters.
Yeah.
Take us to Kumba, shouting, you know. Before we arrive Kumba, you are already exhausted. But
and when we are playing, we heard of is it CDC 11?
Yes.
That at CDC will give that their money wagon, and people will just free of charge.
So when we arrive Kumba, you know, oh, just come, just hold this one. If you score a goal, I'll give you 500 francs. So that's the way we had passion. We had supporters too, who love football. We had one of our senior brother who was he has a cafeteria.
Yes.
When you score, he will give you a fried egg and bread. That's his own. We had one girl who was selling food in the park.
Yes.
She too was helping us, giving us food. I remember when we had Davy and the other friends,
Bonnie,
yes, Matthew. We had our restaurant. We had Sister M.
Yes.
when we go, you play well, sister will give you rice and beans. In those days,
and in those days to eat rice is like it was very scarce. But today, every day people just enjoy the rice.
So that's what we had in those days.
Yes.
Now you have good pitches, but no good players. We didn't have called Brazaris. Call the foot, let me put it that way.
Yeah. I was coming to the aspect of pitches where you see Bella kick the ball. He will play with the ball from the center right to where he has to kick the ball. But because of the narrow way of the pitch, you see, before you realize he kicks a penalty, but it goes out for a shot. And you make the populace to like be happy and so on. Then you just saw some of the images on Bella Debe. We are waiting for the report that talks on Bella Kake. Sports animator is no more. But if you see some of those images, you can imagine the vibrant Bella that we know, who dies at about almost 70 years. That but we are waiting for the report. If we have it, that is, if you see on your images, that is when I'm thinking is a veteran and some football association that celebrated him. That's the brother with him, they touching the head, and maybe the vets. That's, I think, the father or the uncle.
No, that is a brother.
That's a brother. Good. That's a brother. Also, that's Bella himself, who is 80 something. That, but it's something very interesting that even when he was sick, after doing all what he did, but the sporting public decided that we should celebrate this gentleman. And I hear you people champion that organization to organize something for him.
Yeah, we had 3 people in mind.
Okay.
They were sick. We had Johnny Nier, KMG, may so rest in peace, and Bella.
Okay.
Those people have sacrificed in football around the Southwest region.
Okay.
So we plan, we say the Southwest Old Footballers Association should go and pay them some visit and to celebrate them, have a match with them. If you see, we made those tricots. They have their pictures in front of the tricots, the t-shirt. The former national president, that is the former national president who is there, holding Bella.
Okay.
Yes. So we went there. The wheelchair was bought in support by Barrister Ngaji.
Okay, yes.
So when we had some few francs, put them in the envelope. We bought rice, oil, soap to visit them. So first of all, and I will come back with what you are asking of football. The football mentality now is not like when we played. It was a community that was happy to see football. Today, football has become a household business. So people, you cannot sponsor 40 players as an individual.
Yeah, okay.
But a community can sponsor 40 players easily. So we have this problem. We have the pitches, as Mr. Bandolo rightly said, there are pitches now, they are no footballers because football has become a natural business. Because first, when I started playing in prisons, we had warders. The warder department, no player will go and be asking an executive, give me 200,000. He has a salary. We had players who were playing with CDC. They had salaries. We had players who were playing with power camp. They had salary. We had players who were playing with PWD Kumba. They had salaries. So today that they have become, you see, for me, sometimes when I say something, people will be looking at something. There is still slavery in Africa disguised in football.
Yeah.
Because somebody will take your child and say, I'm taking your child to Europe. Then you see your child find himself at Ajabadai. So he's doing what? is going there for football. No, we should try to ameliorate and fix our own football, because Henry Mosu played in Cameroon. Dora played in Cameroon. Kofi Abre played in Cameroon. Weah played in Cameroon. Today, Cameroon footballers are playing in Malabo, playing in Ajabodai. Then people say they are running football. We are not running football. We're supposed to go back where Cameroon football was in 1990 and step the level. But today we are bringing down, because how can you see a player in Cameroon played in Chad? When I was playing in prisons, Moses Kwako was playing with the Nigerian national team. Moses Kwako was a midfielder like me. He was playing number 8. I was playing number 10. So if prisons of Weah at that time could have a Nigerian professional who wore jersey number 8 in the Nation Cup in 1990, how today Cameroon players should be going professional in Nigeria, in Tanzania, Ajabudan?
Yes.
No, we're supposed to be in Belgium, Holland, Spain, France, because Cameroon is up there. So today those who are running football are joking with the game. They are not making it to be okay.
I think I love the photo the broadcaster just put there. We have Senator Charles Belamoki and Bela there. I think that's Senator Charles Belamoki and Bela. He, the ever young senator. I think that's when he was the mayor of Boya. He was the mayor of Boya, and maybe the president of Southwest Feka Foods and the national vice president of Feka Foods. That's him in Bela there. Thank you so very much, broadcaster, for that very important image there that you have shown. You shall be having more. I think those who are watching now can really say that, hey, that's our Bela who made us to. Okay, let's conclude this program now with a mountain race, because you know, if during the days of mountain race where Sarah Itonge was always the first, before she comes, we already know that Bela has already reached the stadium. Let us start having the experiences now that we had. Let me start now with Matanga Hamza.
Yes, I think there's always.
I think by then the Minister of Sports was. I'll recall the name. I can remember at one time when we were young, we would trek right to the. I think it was Joseph Fufe or something like that. Yes.
You know, when there is always a mountain race, there's always an animation.
Yeah.
You have animation from the nooks and crannies.
Yes.
You have dancing group. You have other people who have come to showcase, do their own business, and like there are other animations.
Yeah.
But that of Bela was exceptional.
Okay.
The Queen of the Mountain is equally supposed to recognize Bela, because knowing fully well that the Mount Fako is in Fako.
Yes.
And we have a brother who is a Fako man.
Yeah.
And coming before the winner, it gives you an earnest to know that there is something happening within Fako.
A winner without a trophy.
Yes. To tell you, it's an announcer.
Yeah.
It's an announcer. It's just like when you go to a certain occasion, you realize that some kind of, there will be some, you know, those avant-goût.
Yeah.
One says avant-goût.
And in those days when we hear that Bela is coming, wherever we were, even
everybody wants to come and see.
You start running that Bela.
Everybody wants to come and see. So it's to tell you that that is one of the euphoria that creates and make people know that at least there is a mountain race. We, like I said, we are talking about Bela. Everybody, everywhere, Bela. Since Bela fell sick, we've not had that kind of animation.
Yeah, you are very right about that.
We've not had it. And some people who live from Europe, all the athletes who used to come from out of the country, they have been hearing about Bela.
I can remember, is it Mike Short or one of the white men who came. It's unfortunately Sifa Waters, because I was very young at that time when he fell in love with Bella. When he came, he fell in love with Bella until he was taking photos and was just enjoying Bella all over.
So you cannot imagine. I'm saying that people who came from out of Cameroon was like, they want to know who this man is.
That is it.
And so, like our local athletes, even those from Northwest, of recent, in the pitch, in the field on this last edition, they were asking, where is Mbela? Where is Mbela? The people don't understand. But today, this fact, where we are now, we are announcing the death of Mbela.
Maybe we still await the Athletic Federation to think of something. And somebody talked to me about Guinness. It's unfortunate, but maybe they still have some plans.
In the days when Guinness was Guinness.
Because I can remember they used Mbela, Guinness used Mbela as one of their
brand ambassadors,
because they wore on him their T-shirts. When they paraded with him all over yes. I think these are things we shouldn't forget.
Absolutely. So those are some of the things we are saying. Because if you have your own and you cannot recognize your own, then nobody will recognize it. I'm happy for this set because we are struggling to make the public know that this is an icon. Mbela is no more. That animation that we used to have is not there. Who is coming next? That's a problem. Like my brother said, Mbela was not mad. What he was doing today, we are discovering that he was doing something for the nation, and that's patriotism. Where do we put ourselves today? How do we mourn him? This is the way.
And something comes to mind that when we talk of patriotism, maybe I don't know if I should say medals are given to the wrong people, because I think this is something that Mbela was supposed to be won a medal even at his death.
Absolutely, you are very, very correct, Mr.
Because the mountain race was an iconic,
very correct.
Jamboree.
And it's not. We cannot end it up here.
Yes.
Just saying like they're saying it now. I think I will take it upon myself to call on the Athletic Federation. I will try to talk to one of us.
Something must be done, of course.
I'll try to talk to one of us who is right here in Boya. I don't know if he's still in town, and I'll try to get to the senator, see how we can get something. If we can do it, fine. We still have we have 2 days. Today is Wednesday. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, we have 2 days. We'll see how we can do something. I should have a medal in the house. I think we'll use that medal.
Something must be done to remember and to immortalize it.
Yes, you've just said something. We need to start recognizing our own.
Yes,
we need to, no matter how small it is. And that's why we are taking it upon ourselves as SWEFA to come up. We are coming up with innovative ideas to see how we have our icons who are still living. We'll be doing some sort of recognition to at least showcase our own, not to wait until the demise of somebody, then we start to run helter-skelter, try to see how we want. No, this is an eye-opener. This is an eye-opener to all of us, sports-loving people. I put it across to us. We need to start recognizing our own.
Of course.
Let us be like the Agama lizard. When he falls down, he says, yes, I congratulate myself for falling from this height. We are going to start doing that. Because we will not only be talking, but we have to walk the talk.
Okay, let me have your own idea about the mountain race with Bella, because we know Bella was the announcer that people have started descending. And when he's coming like that, because it was him who had that euphoria when he's coming like that, the population and so on, before we started having the Serai Tongel and the red. What's your experience about that?
Yeah, in those days, we had when the mountain race, when they say mountain race, always come to Boya town.
Yes.
We met people in Buea town. We had the cinema hall here.
Yes.
We had Mr. Kalu. I don't know where he is now. We had some small bars around.
Okay.
We have to sleep and wait early in the morning to watch the people going up the mountain. When they goes up the mountain, they will not reach up the mountain. They will go around the governor's office of Hot One, start coming back. The first person is coming. The first person is coming. People will come back to the pitch. Bela.
Very interesting.
The escort. We
They not to go right up there. They wanted to see that flag. They wanted to see that symbol of sports. And that's what kept people along the stretch of the race. Just waiting for Bela.
Yes.
You see Bela is coming. People will start shouting, the first person is coming. The first person is coming.
And you see the rest in front just to portray.
You see Routier, their escort. To leave Bela in the pitch, Bela will arrive to the gate and then turn back. People will start doubting, well, the first person has come and go back. Bela. It was really amazing.
Really amazing. Let me just also read this one. Greetings to all the panelists, Mr. Moderator. Let me just congratulate you and your team for such a wonderful tribute to the legendary Bela Kake. I wish to say here that the elites of Southwest and those of Buea in particular and the football family of Southwest should raise a monument. Wonderful, that is it. A monument in memory of the legends. Secondly, I want to hail the football legend on set, but let them remember that football today is no longer like yesterday. In the past, people played soccer as part-time activity, whereas today it is a profession. Consequently, people must earn salaries from playing football. This is the reason why people go to Malabo and Gabon. They have to put food on the table. This is Filiko Atabong. I want to say it is from the National Committee of National Commission for Human Rights that has decided to maybe write something like this. So thank you so very much for also responding. Then we also get to another one. This one says, "Hi, hearty greetings to you, William. I salute your wonderful initiative to do a special live program to pay tribute to Bela Kake. He was a peculiar sports animator and enthusiast whose passion was unequaled and visible in Buea, Limbe and Douala. He was a remarkable feature of every popular sports event, especially in Buea, for decades when he was strong. It's a lesson to every living soul that whoever you are, stand out in your estate and the world will duly pay homage to you. This is, may he journey well. God bless you all. God bless you mightily." Okay, it is Bernard Echo. Okay, thank you so very much. He is of the Bilingualism Committee in Yaoundé. Thank you so very much. He is a member of the Bilingualism Committee in Yaoundé and multicultural groups. Thank you so very much for reacting this time. There are so many messages. I was just selecting them because we are concluding the program. Okay, let's start concluding. Matanga Hamza, maybe your last words.
Well, my last words, Tata Bela Kake, on the Bam. In Islam we said, Inna lillahi wa inna lillahi rajiun. Inna lillahi wa inna lillahi rajiun. Life is a walking shadow for a poor player that stood up on the stage and then he said no more.
Yeah.
Death is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, that signifies nothing. We are all mortal beings. We came with nothing and we shall go with nothing.
Yeah.
Fare you well, Olambila, and the Bam.
Okay, I'll just be reading the program before I get to the other panel. But let me get to you so that I go through the program detail so that I'll put it on screen while I'm reading. So your last word, please.
I want to thank you for this program. And then we just tell the population that Bela has gone. We are still alive. May his soul rest in peace.
May his soul really rest in peace. That is what we wish him, because what the people say God also take into consideration, because what we witness, God knows that it is justice. Let us hear from you.
Yeah, I would like to say, may the soul of Mbela Mokake rest in perfect peace, and the sporting population around Southwest will come out massively for us to give him the final goodbye that he deserved. May his soul rest in perfect peace till we meet again.
Okay, I don't know if the broadcaster has gotten that. Before you conclude, let me just read what we have here. We understand that has just been sent to me on we shall have by 7 a.m. there shall be the removal of corpse from the Fako funeral home here in Boya, and by 8 a.m. it shall be laid in state and viewing at the Mukake's family residence in I'm sure it's Bonalunga, but just to adjust, I'm sure it shall be paraded with, the corpse shall be paraded with around town, as we've said, and surely it has to go through Bokwango, Likoko, Membia, and sometimes we spent at Likoko, Membia, because when the news came, we could see the population that gathered in Likoko, Membia in tears was uncountable. It was not easy that morning when the information was gotten, and so many people did not go to the market or to their farms. It was a very grieving day, and so after that parade, then they'll go now to Bonalunga in Boya town, where he will be laid in state. Then we shall have church service during that period, where it shall be followed by burial. So those who have, in short, everybody, we shall be gathered to at the Fako funeral home here in Boya, at the mortuary there. They will parade to the corpse. They will go to Bonalunga, where the activities will continue. We shall have football matches and the rest. Maybe you will give us some other information. Please, your last word.
Thank you. I just want to say well, we appreciate this gesture of paying this tribute to our late legend. We very much appreciate it. Yeah. Extend our gratitude to your establishment, and I want to use this media again to call on the football population. Let me not limit it to only football. Call on the sporting population of Boya and the environ. Some people are out, I know they will be coming, but more especially those who are around here, I want to solicit your massive turnout on that Saturday 28th. And once we parade, we'll be at the field for the farewell march, and then we'll take it from there. From there, we'll go back to the house. We'll definitely adjust the program.
Okay, before I read some last messages, let us hear from the last caller. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are getting you.
This, once more, this is Senator Mbela Moke Charles.
Yes, please.
An uncle to the man we are celebrating today.
Yes.
I want to sincerely, on behalf of family, thank all of you for elevating our son at death. Those who have contributed money, those who have sent encouraging messages, and in fact, the kind of friends he loved most, the footballers, the clubs he followed throughout his life, from Boya to Limbe, Tiku, Kumba, Douala, Yaoundé, how he sacrificed without food, without any gifts or encouragement. We saw Mbela slowly quit the stage. We never imagined it was going to be at this time. We want to thank God for his life after everything, and thank everyone who lent him support, prayers, and encouragement. On that score, I want to plead, particularly with the Boya municipality. Mbela played roles in Boya that none of us will ever play. Mbela contributed in animating life in this country in a way that none of us are able to do so without enriching our pockets. We want to thank God for his life and thank God that we had him at all. God bless you all.
Thank you so very much, Senator Charles Mbela Moki. I mean, formally, when somebody like that talks and concludes an occasion, no one is supposed to talk. But with your permission, sir, please, there's an important personality who has just sent his own tributes here. He says tribute to, please just permit me, Senator, to just read this, please. Tribute to Mbela Kake, a legacy of passion. The sporting world is quiet today as we mourn the passing of Mbela Kake, a legendary sports animator whose voice was the soundtrack to many of our most memorable moments on the pitch. Mbela was more than just a commentator. He was a master of atmosphere with a microphone in hand. He possessed the unique ability to turn a quiet stadium into a roaring arena of passion. Whether he was announcing a local derby or a national championship, his energy was infectious, bridging the gap between players on the field and the fans in the stands. It is Mr. Sindo Armstrong. I want to say is an international consultant and a businessman who is popularly known, and he has decided to send his own tributes at this time. Dear viewers, the senator has spoken and given the last thanks and praying that he so rest in perfect peace. We want to thank all the technicians who have made this program to be or to come to a fusion. Especially we have technician Isa and crew, we have technician David and crew, and we want to thank also the gentlemen who has been on platform and those who have participated. Dear viewers, you have the rebroadcast of this program tomorrow at 9 a.m. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Then you also have it at 7 p.m. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. and at 7 p.m. tomorrow you have a rebroadcast of this program. We decided to make it that way because he is somebody we can't afford to immortalize him. Happy moderator Mwambo with them. See you next time for another live program.
Hey Royal TV viewers, your voice matters, and now we want to hear it louder than ever. We've created a special WhatsApp feedback group just for you. Got opinions about our shows? Suggestions to make Royal TV better? Compliments, complaints, or hot takes? This is your direct line to us. Joining is easy. Simply scan the QR